Peace, 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 love, light of healing, peace, love, light of healing, peace to the gods, peace to the earth. Y'all climb on in. Blessings, blessings. Man, I've been trying to go live for the last what now, B? The last hour, man. Let me see if it's working though. Let me see if that's still working. Y'all climb on in the building. Peace, peace, peace and blessings, family. So it's saying I'm live on Facebook. I just need you to check my YouTube. Blessings, blessings. Y'all see what we talking about? Respiratory cleansing, preparing yourself for the biological weapons that's coming. It's coming, y'all. They've been announcing this thing. We see that masks finna be back in play. We see that flight travel restrictions finna be back in play. So, you know, we need to be preparing ourselves. We need to be cleansing our biological entities. We need to be doing detoxes, anything to prep for what's to come, because we know something coming. You know, they've been telling us for years and years that something was coming back out. We heard about it last year, but now we see that all of the propaganda and what you will call the U.S. media is starting to roll these things out, letting you know that something's coming. So I think, you know, a lot of people was not prepared last time, and everybody got hit with this biological weapon. So since we're being warned now, and, you know, we have the luxury of social media, thank God. And, you know, you have your things like what they call it, Brighteon. You have your pages like naturalnews.com. You have your different pages like Rumble. You got all of these different accounts that's not a part of the matrix. You see what I'm saying? So they just spilling the beans and telling everybody what's to come. So I think that we are able to prepare for what's to come before it just hit us like it did in the dark last time. And, you know, millions and millions of people, unfortunately, you know, was unalive from these biological weapons. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't need to say the name. It's back. They got new strands of this thing, and it's supposed to even be worse than what it was before. So y'all climb on in, and I really want to show y'all how to actually cleanse the respiratory system, tone and strengthen the cells that make up the respiratory system, and actually detoxify the respiratory system. I'll give y'all the herbs, the diet program, everything that you need. Climb on in, climb on in. Peace, love, light, and healing. Peace to the gods, peace to the earth. Y'all climb on in, family. Shalom, shalom, lakah, mishpati. Blessings, y'all. So make sure you got your pens and your pads. Of course, I got questions today. This is going to be a late night transmission because, man, the lower dark form frequencies was trying to stop me from actually going live. Me and my manager been sitting here literally trying to figure out why I couldn't go live. But luckily, we figured it out. Most people would have just tucked their head, tucked their tail, turned it off and went home. But I'm like, man, I ain't been live in 2 weeks. We've been super busy. We've been doing a whole lot of things. So, you know, we live. Peace, peace. Y'all climb on in. If y'all ready to get this started, type in some nines. If y'all ready to get this started, type in some nines. For those that's new to my channel, my name is Rafi. Yakai, Rafi Elohim. Everybody call me Yaki Awaken or Yaki Raphael. I'm a biochemist. I'm a master herbalist. I'm this, I'm that. I be saying these titles so much now. It just sound redundant, don't it? All these different interviews and stuff I've been doing. But anything that comes to natural remedies, anything that comes to healing the body, using herbs, using diet, you know, becoming a dietitian, and basically taking a natural way to reverse these so-called ailments that our bodies is suffering from, which is nothing but the body's natural way of healing itself anyway. I am an expert at that. You know what I'm saying? So that's who I am. That's what I do. Y'all climb on in. All right, if y'all got y'all pens and y'all pads, type in some nines. And we're going to get this started. But yeah, y'all, look at this. This is what's been popping up, y'all. We see CNN is covering these things. CBS is covering these things. New York Post is covering these things. The Guardian is covering these things. And if you look, one was 1 day ago. One was literally 8 hours ago. One was 2 days ago. I seen one that just reported an hour ago. So we see that they're up to something, y'all. We see that they're most definitely up to something. I mean, it's right here. So we got to prepare. Your respiratory is actually how you breathe. And that's the whole point of oxygen, for you can actually convert that oxygen over into ATP. ATP stands for adenosine triphosphate. Adenosine triphosphate is how you yield your vitality and get your energy for you can walk around and live your everyday life. All this is utilized by the breath. There is no coincidence that we have all of these environmental air pollutants. There is no coincidence that our tap water is polluted. The food is polluted. The food is sprayed on with herbicides. insecticides and pesticides. You can't even take a shower without a shower filter because you're getting all the environmental pollutants that's in the shower filter. And then you start looking up what all these things does to the body, the molecular structure. Notice how it always attacked the respiratory system first. Then we start talking about these biological weapons that's being made in these deep military bases. And then when they roll these things out, what these things do, they attack the actual lungs. Well, the lungs is what actually holds or converts oxygen over into not only hemoglobin by way of carbon dioxide, but it actually give oxygen to iron phosphate, and iron phosphate travel along their bloodstream, and it delivers this oxygen to each individual cell of your body for you can actually yield this high energy. So oxygen is crucial. And when you read in the scripture, it says that the spirit of life, or the spirit, is in the blood of the human being. So the spirit, or the Ruach HaKodesh, or what you will call the Holy Ghost, the prana, whatever we want to call this sacred force of energy, is the actual breath. That's why deep diaphragmatic breathing, DMT breathing, dragon breaths, any type of breath that you can do, or meditational breath work, is amazing, because you're literally utilizing spirituality. Spirit means nothing but breath. Spirituality means the mastering of that breath. So they are attacking our spirit. This is spiritual warfare on a very, very high level. I know a lot of y'all thinking that, well, I don't believe in God. A lot of y'all don't believe in spookism. A lot of y'all gonna say I'm a conspiracy theorist, but look what's going on, and look what they're attacking. So let's talk about it. So the first thing I want to talk about is the diet and the things that you can eat to actually help out your lungs. I want y'all to write this down, and I want y'all to be posting this in the comments for people can be seeing this thing as well. All right, so I want to talk about diet first. So if you really, really want to cleanse the lungs, I think that, since we preparing and we see that they got the articles, they right here. I'll show it to y'all again. They rolling this thing out, y'all. This biological weapon is finna hit us again. So since we know that it's finna hit us again, we need to get ahead of the tracks, y'all. So everybody should go on a major detox just to cleanse out their vessel, cleanse out their lymphatic system, cleanse out their lungs. The first thing I would do is I would go on a raw diet, at least 21 days, at least, all raw. You can do it. You know what I'm saying? We don't have no problem getting up, waiting in a Beyonce line, St. Louis. I seen how long that line was. That was crazy. And y'all sit out there in 105 degrees temperature, St. Louis. So if you can sit out there at a Beyonce concert and damn near struggle and suffer to death to see somebody perform on stage, you most definitely can prep and prepare your body for warfare. So 21 days, we need to be on an all raw diet. And this all raw diet should consist of 50% organic fruits and 50% vegetables. Now, for those that's sitting on here that's going to say, we don't have enough money for organic fruits, Yaki. We don't have enough money for organic vegetables. Well, buy nothing but organic fruits, or buy nothing but organic vegetables, and then do 100% raw on vegetables or fruits. Or you can do 80-20. You can do 60-40. You can do 70-30. There is no excuse. Whatever you have the money to buy it and just eat it completely raw. And the reason why you need it in a raw state, because when you actually cook the food and you put a flame or a fire to the food, you change the molecular structure of the food. Not only do we need all the enzymes from the food, we need all the bioflavonoids from the food. Not only do we need all the bioflavonoids from the food, but we need all the amino acids, or what they stupidly call proteins, from the foods too. So we need the complex amino acids, we need the minerals, and we need the H3O2 water substance, this actual hydrogen bond that is inside of the fruits and vegetables. These things will not only cleanse and astringe and detoxify the actual molecular structure, but it will tone and rebuild it as well. So first thing is diet. If I was you, I would do 50% fruit, 50% vegetable, all organic. I just gave a disclaimer for the people that's going to use this as an excuse like they can't afford it. But most of y'all got them Jordans. Most of y'all got them shoes. Most of y'all was out this weekend drinking, shaking your asses. Most of you was out with your homeboys doing things you weren't supposed to be doing. So we got the money. We just need to prioritize and spend money on our health. Because if you going to keep bringing up bills and you dead, what is that rent going to do for you if you can't even live in the house that you paying rent on? Huh? What is that car you paying that car note gonna do to you if you dead in the hospital, or if you in the morgue, or you 6 feet underground and you can't even drive the car? But you worried about the bills, you worried about the car notes, you worried about this and that, but you're not worried about the health. You're not worried about the biological vehicle that you literally living in, which is you. This the vehicle, this the house, this the temple that we need to be putting first. All right, so 50-50. Next thing, we need to talk about the actual water intake. This water intake or this fluid intake would actually break up coagulation. It will break up calcification and will break up stagnation. Not only will it break these things up in the respiratory system, but it'll break these things up throughout the whole entire molecular structure, right? So we need to be doing H3O2. What I would do if I was you, just like we did 50-50, when we was talking about the actual food, 50% raw fruits, 50% raw dark leafy green vegetables, we need to do the same thing when it comes to the fluid ounces that we intake. I would do 50 ounces daily of liquids. And out of these liquids, 25 ounces would be H3O2 juices. I'm not talking about juices that you go get from the stores, but that's going to be my disclaimer though, because I know y'all going to be having excuses. You should buy you a juicer. Expensive juicer. Invest in your health. Invest in yourself. Love yourself just a little bit more, family, and actually spend some money on a juicer. Good money. Your juicer should not be anything less than $350. Me personally, I think that's a little too less expensive. But if that's what you got, I can't knock you. But I'm not finna go under $800 if I'm getting me a juicer. But, you know, for the people that act like they don't have it like that, that's cool. And if you don't really want to invest like that, or you don't have it like that, because I'm not here to patronize, or I'm not here to talk about anybody either. $350 should be the least you spend on the juicer. Go to the store, get you some organic fruits and juice your fruits. Now, if you don't have it like that, if you don't know where these juices at, then that's when I would say go to the store and find you somebody that already juiced the juices and put them inside of some plastic containers or glass containers for you. But make sure you read the back of it and make sure that it's not pasteurized. Make sure that it don't have any additives and preservatives into it, because it's going to be pointless actually drinking these things. So let's just start it over. A all raw 100% diet for 21 days. That raw diet will consist of 50% organic fruits and 50% organic vegetables. Then you're going to increase your actual fluid liquid intake to 50 ounces of liquids daily. You're going to split that in half. 25 ounces will be H3O2. Either you're going to be juicing H3O2 dark leafy green juices, right? Dark leafy green vegetable juices, or you're going to be juicing H3O2 fruit juices. And that is 25 ounces daily. Now that leaves you 25 more ounces left over for your H2O spring water. You see that? This is daily. If you don't have enough money to buy the fruits to juice because you already buying fruits and vegetables to eat raw, then just do all 50 ounces spring water daily. It will not hurt you. But we just want to get the best out of our cleanse, the best out of our hydration, the best out of our detoxification process. And that's why I'm pushing H3O2 so crazy. But you still can survive off of H2O. You just not going to be as much hydrated if you would do the actual H3O2, because H3O2 is the most supreme hydration that you can ever drink on planet Earth. First is the cucumber, which is 99% water. Then it's the actual coconut, which is 89% water. Then it's the watermelon, which is 98% water as well. I said that wrong. So it's the cucumber, which is 99% water. It's the coconut, which is 98% water. And then it's the watermelon, which is 98% water. And that's the reason why we push hydration or H3O2 so much. But you can still cleanse and detoxify on water, on H2O spring water. In fact, if you drink H2O spring water, and that's all you drink, you will actually detoxify faster. But I don't recommend anybody just doing a water fast like that, because it astringes the cells too fast, and you can like literally taint the blood and die of acidosis. We actually done seen that happen over several occasions, where people will go off and just try to do a 120 day water H2O spring water Sabi fast and die. You know, luckily Sabi had the strength, he had the will, you know, to live through that point when he was detoxifying. But I know over 5 people that literally died from that because they had too many acids deep within their tissues, and them acids went inside of the bloodstream and they died of acidosis. So that's why I always recommend that if you are going to do a liquid fast on juices, because juices come with the amino acids, juices come with the minerals, juices come with all the bioflavonoids, juices come with the astringents, juices come with the rebuilders, and juices come with the revitalizers, all in one. Juice have its own DNA, unlike water. So it's actually like you're eating your food just within a liquid state. All right, so we talked about the diet, we talked about the liquid intake. Now we have to talk about the environment. The environment is very, very crucial when you detox, especially when you detox in the respiratory system. So You always need to get things like plants inside of your homes that is going to cleanse the lungs. I talk about money plants and I talk about spider plants a lot because money plants and spider plants actually are natural air purifiers, and they don't need a lot of sunlight. So what you would do is you need to get on Google or get on YouTube University and just Google plants that actually have natural air purifier mechanisms in them, and you need to fill your household up with them. And they need minimum water. Just don't forget about them, because when you do plants wrong, nature and actuality, or this reality, do you wrong. It's called chromatic energy. When you do nature wrong and you violate nature, nature tends to violate you. So make sure that you take care of the plants that you have in your house. That's going to automatically change the atmosphere in the air, and it's going to purify the air enough for you to start breathing in good air, for you can keep them lungs in good capacity. Another thing you need is an air purifier. You can get these things off of Amazon for $70. I got one in each room of my house, and that breath would just be so good drawing it in. So make sure you get some air purifiers in your house too. That'll be very good for you to actually breathe in good air that's not tainted. So not only do you got the plants in the house cleansing the air, but now you have electrical air purifiers in the house working with the plants, cleansing up the atmosphere, getting all the environmental pollutants out the house, for you can have the deep breathing lung capacity. Because remember, these biological weapons are created to harm your breath, to harm your lungs, to harm your respiratory system. If you look, respire, it's spirit. They're literally attacking your spirit, but I'm giving you things to protect your spirit, right? So we talked about the plants. We talked about the actual air purifiers. Next thing is, make sure that you're not brushing your teeth with any chlorinated or fluorinated toothpaste. I talk about this all the time when I have my consultations, because these things actually taints the lungs, and it taints the blood, and it calcifies the pineal gland, and it calcifies the actual pituitary gland, and it calcifies the adrenals. And the adrenals are part of the autonomic nervous system, and the autonomic nervous system is actually how your lungs actually spread its wings to breathe in and draw in that prana or that spirit, and then dilate, for you can actually get the breath and the oxygen that you need for adenosine triphosphate to give you power, energy, and vitality. So we have to make sure that we're not brushing our teeth with fluoride and chloride. Same thing with our deodorant. I don't recommend you wearing deodorant at all. The only deodorant I wear is a natural deodorant called key limes or regular limes. And if I can't find those in the stores, or if it ain't citric season and I can't grow them in my farm, I will use lemons. Sometimes it burns, but that's better than getting calcification and dying of cancer and clogging up my axillary lymph nodes, because I want to put some things under my arms, then I don't know what's inside of them. All right. Next thing after that is, we have to be careful about what we rubbing into our skin, because what you rub into your skin does get absorbed inside of the bloodstream. So I recommend nothing but 100% grapeseed oil, y'all. Nothing but 100% grapeseed oil. Rub it into your skin. All of this you're doing while you're detoxifying. So we literally not only changing our diet and changing our liquid intake, but we changing our whole environmental perspective and the things that's in our environment, and we ripping all of these toxins out of our environment, for we can actually maintain a balance of homeostasis, or what the good brothers call ma'at. All right? Now we got to talk about soaps, natural soaps. And if you want to go on my website, I have some of the best tooth and gum restoration in the world. Go on my website, type in tooth and gum restoration, look up the reviews. It's a bunch of reviews. It's restoring whole mouths. I restored literally my whole cavities in my mouth. I had holes in my mouth. I grew my enamel back and everything just by brushing my teeth and rinsing my mouth with the tooth and gum restoration powder that I made. And there's plenty of TikToks and YouTube videos of me giving you the ingredients for you can make those things yourself, or you can just go on the website and cop them. Same thing as far as soaps too. If you don't want to buy the soaps from off of my site, which is natural soaps, you can get Dr. Bronner's. That's a good soap. They haven't been contaminated yet. Let me not say yet, because I haven't tested it in the laboratory for like a year. So matter of fact, now B, write that down. We need to test Dr. Bronner's soap. We need to test a soap for contaminants. I'm going to take that to the laboratory, make sure it still ain't nothing like no arsenic acid or mercury or some metals and things inside of there. But from the last time I checked, Dr. Bronner's did not have any contaminants in it. You see that as of yet. All right. You can get West Ghana black soap. That's pretty good. Just make sure you use your towel and don't put that soap directly on your skin, because it be rocks in that deal and it will scar up your skin real bad. You see what I'm saying? So we talked about deodorant, key limes, lemons, or regular limes. We talked about toothpaste. I got the tooth and gum restoration powder on my website, or you can make your own toothpaste. Like I was telling you, neem powder, mix it with oak bark is very good. Mix it with myrrh resin is very good, and mix it with fresh clove powders. Do all equal parts. This is very, very good for cleansing the mouth. If you get a little tooth stain, get some activated charcoal and then brush behind it to get the stains off. Your bones is already yellow anyway. Your teeth is an extension of your bones, so your teeth ain't supposed to be pearly white. If your teeth is pearly white, then you using a little extra things, because even if you use activated charcoal, it's not going to get you those pearly whites. If your teeth pearly whites, you're using some type of chloride or fluoride, and that's just the truth. Your bones are yellow, and your teeth or bones, your teeth supposed to be yellow. I'm not talking about yellow plaque buildup and due to bad bacteria and stuff like that. I'm not talking about gingivitis. I'm not talking about extreme yellow, but your teeth is not supposed to be white because they're naturally not white. And these are the facts, y'all. These are the facts. All right, we talked about soaps. We talked about what to rub inside of your skin. Now we have to talk about the showers, because the showers are killing us. Because what our people do, and I'm talking about indigenous people of the Americas, what we do, so-called black, the melanated beings of Americas, I notice that we talk a good game. We do all of this stuff. We talk about detoxification. We talk about getting all the toxemias out of the body, and we eat good. We will drink good. We will sit in the sun. We'll do all the things we need to do to detox, but then we'll go get in a shower without a filter on it. So everything that you just did throughout that day, you basically canceled it out when you jumped in the shower. Because you jumped in the shower without a filter on it, and guess what you getting? Arsenic acid, mercury, zinc that the body don't need, not gold, but copper and iron that the body does not need to utilize inside of there. Did I say mercury already? Aluminum. You see what I'm saying? And chloride and fluoride. So you going throughout the day detoxifying, being mindful, but you jump in the shower and you just undid everything you just did that day. And you wonder why you can't heal. Because remember, your skin is not only the largest organ on the body, but your skin is a absorption factor as well. And remember, whatever goes deep within the dermis of your tissues go into the bloodstream. And that's why we have bad blood, because we take in tap water showers. That's the reason why our blood is being tainted. That's one of the number one reasons. Of course, you got benzene and air pollutants in the air, but it's a lot of these showers that's really killing us and giving us cancer, family. And this is just the flat out truth. All right. Another thing is try to wear 100% cotton as much as possible to keep up the electrical magnetic microhertz of the body, to keep it up so you can vibrate high, because the higher you vibrate, the more you strengthen what they call the lymphatic system, but what I'm going to correctly call what they call the immune system, but what I'm going to correctly call the lymphatic defense system. It actually strengthens these things up if you wear all cotton, because you able to convey electricity throughout your body all day. Another thing is wear shoes, especially rubber shoes, less as possible. Connect with the earth. Get all of those electrons inside of the body and get rid of the protons. You got to get rid of protons. See that? And the more electrons you bring in the body, the more it neutralizes you and bring you into an actual alkaline medium. So grounding is important. Tree hugging is important. Mud baths is important. Laying in the grass and just putting your head and your feet in the grass, reading a book, letting the sun beam down on you is important. Next thing is you need at least melanated being, at least an hour of sunlight a day. And if you're going to blame it on your job, break it up. Do it in 15 minutes. Increments. Do it in 15 minutes increments. Get 15 minutes in the sun when you first wake up. Get another 15 minutes in the sun around 11 o'clock before the sun is high in the sky. Do the next 15 minutes right at 3 o'clock when the sun is going towards the west. And do the next 15 minutes around 6 right before the sun go down of direct sunlight. And if you can do it booty butt naked, please do, because we need that full sunlight spectrum to hit every single particle of your skin. There is not one biological action that happens inside of the cells that doesn't need sunlight. Let me say that again. There is not one biological action that happens or take place inside of a cells that doesn't require sunlight. Same thing with oxygen. That's why if the cell can't get oxygen and utilize oxygen through the respiratory chain, it will go an anaerobic route, because the cell will start suffocating. And then what you have the bacteria coming in playing the role of oxygen. You see that? So the two most vital things here on earth is sunlight and oxygen. And I would say sunlight come first, because if you look at what the sun does through its biological process, or what you would call photosynthesis, it actually creates oxygen due to its actual chemical change within photosynthesis when it reacts with trees, plants, and the earth. So without the sun, you wouldn't even have oxygen. So the sun is the Son of God. Yes, the S-U-N, Son of God, is like the most important entity here in this realm when it comes to us and the physicality, because you need that to even make oxygen. You can't even make oxygen. I mean, you can't even make carbon dioxide without oxygen. And you have hemoglobin, some that attaches to carbon dioxide and some that attaches to oxygen. And both of them play a major role within inside of the body and you yielding energy in life. See that? So we need at least an hour of sunlight a day. You need to ground as much as possible. Wear all cotton as much as possible. Make sure that you are not using fluorinated and chlorinated toothpaste. Make sure that you're not using fluorinated and chlorinated and chemically bound what you would call deodorant. You see what I'm saying? Another thing is laundry detergent. Make your own. Make your own laundry detergent. Quit using all these bleaches, or what I call the silent killers that's in your household. Because the silent killers is giving you all types of malignant cells, giving you all types of cellular mutation. You don't know what it is. You thinking that you're doing everything right, but you straight got a whole weaponized system under your kitchen sink that you clean up with every Sunday that's killing you and your children. They don't want to talk about that, Nabi. The bleaches. Y'all don't want to talk about the Cloroxes. Y'all don't want to talk about the bleach wipes. Y'all don't want to talk about all of these different laundry detergents with all these different metals and all these different cleaning agents inside of these. These things were started by the Azodai company in Germany. Yes, Adolf Hitler is still inside of your household, because that's who made most of these cleaning products. They come from Germany. Y'all don't believe me? Do your research. We got biological weapons in our household and don't even know it. And you buying this stuff from the stores and you cleaning, you thinking it's good, that you getting rid of all this bacteria when it's not. It's not. And we wonder why our children's so-called immune systems is messed up. We don't wonder why our children is getting sick, got colds, got flus, got coughs, got everything else, because they lymphatic defense system ain't worth the damn thing, because you haven't even introduced them to the astringent parts of nature. You don't want them putting their hand on nothing. If they touch something and put their hand in their mouth, you want to wash their hands. You don't even want to build up their molecular structure. You don't even want to build up their so-called immune system. We want to sanitize everything, and that is a issue. The USA is over sanitized, y'all. That's the reason why our bacteria, we don't even have good bacteria no more in our guts. Our microbiota, our microbiome is messed up. They pushing the 3 showers a day on you, messing up your skin. Don't no entity on earth need to take 3 showers a day. That is the most deadliest thing anybody can do. You are literally breaking down your dermal defense system mechanism. You're breaking it down. Nobody needs that. Y'all can, and look, what's crazy is those that don't study will sit up here and call me dirty. Those that don't know nothing about a damn thing when it comes to biology or biochemistry gon' tell me that. And the craziest part is when you look at nature, and you see how they bathe, they do not bathe every day. And every creature in nature actually bathe. But they don't bathe every day. And you ask yourself why? Because they know they have this actual natural oil that's on the epidermal of their skin that helps protect them. And it's coated with trillions and trillions and trillions of bacteria. Yes, microorganisms, fungi, archaea, all these things helping to protect the body from outside pathological entities. And guess what you doing? You're wiping them off all day. Huh? You can't even shake nobody's hand or touch your back pocket without getting out these, what they call it, the hand sanitizer. Huh? You got to do this after everything you do. And you wonder why your so-called immune system is so weak. You done killed every T cell, B cell, macrophage, phagocytose cell, every cell that you need to actually stand up and fight for you. You getting rid of it. Just saying. Just saying. So yes, I'm saying a part of the detoxification program is less showers. Yes, call Yaki crazy. I can give less than a damn. Let me say it again. The next step that's a part of the Yaki detoxification process is taking less showers. Okay, so now we hit on that. Now we have to get the lymphatic system moving. See that? And this is what I do when I actually go through my consultations. I talk about everything else before I actually talk about the herbs. The herbs is always the last thing. Always the last thing. You got to get the lymphatic system moving. All right. Now, in order to get the lymphatic system moving, there's many things you can do. The lymphatic system loves to move when you actually purposely move it with your body. Jump roping is very good to move the lymphatic system. You see that? Jump roping. Rebounding is very good to move the actual lymphatic system. It's amazing for the lymphatic system. A rebounder is a small little trampoline that you can put inside of your household. Getting in a sauna is very, very good for the lymphatic system. Not an infrared sauna, because you get infrared sunlight spectrum from the sun. When you get that direct infrared sunlight or synthetic infrared sunlight from a sauna, it actually heats your cells up, or heats up and speeds up the molecules of the cells inside of the body, the water molecules, and it boils you from the inside out, causing cell malignation. And that's how people get cancer. So make sure that you're using a steam sauna. You can buy a steam sauna right now off Amazon for $300, and it works super good. I get in mine every other day, and it's amazing. It's right in my basement in my gym that I don't use. Ain't this crazy, Nabi? I need to get in my gym, man. I know, y'all. Yeah, nice gym, man. I got a dope-ass boxing gym in my basement that I walk past every day to come service y'all. That's crazy, man. Makes no sense in the world. But, yeah, so also that. So make sure that you're moving your limbs. Anybody that's out here that is over 5'4", anybody that's out here that's over 5'4" and weigh more than 100 pounds, you need to be taking at least 2,500 steps daily, at least. Stand on your feet all day if you have to, but get that lymphatic system moving. Make sure that you skin brushing. Skin brushing is amazing, and we need to make sure that we skin brushing. Everybody say the skin brush towards the the hearts. No, you skin brush towards the kidneys. I tell my clients to start at their fingertips, skin brush to their shoulders. Go through their cervical area, which is their neck, skin brush down towards their breast. Once you get to the breast area, skin brush towards the mesal area of the body, or towards the kidneys. Get the same lymphatic brush, start from the tip of the toes, skin brush up toward the knees, then go up towards the thighs to the actual groin. Once you hit the groin area, go back up to mid gut. Try to get all of those different toxemias, all of those cytotoxins to the kidneys. Now, the reason why I'm saying this, because this is my next important thing, because now we got to start getting into the herbs, because the herbs are very important, because that's the only way you're going to turn those adrenals on. And without the adrenals, guess what? You don't have lung capacity. You don't have the lung capability to even breathe in the first place, because what's in control of the lungs is the autonomic nervous system, the parasympathetic and the sympathetic nervous system, as I tell y'all every time I go live. That's how important the actual adrenal glands is. So you need things like ashwagandha. You need things like licorice root. You need things like wild yam root. You see that? But we have total packages on the website that you can get, or you can make these things yourself. It don't matter to me. We supposed to be becoming our own healers in the first place. Get the lymphatic system moving by turning on the adrenals. Turning on those adrenals will turn on the kidneys for kidney filtration, and you can get all this metabolic waste out of the body. All right. Now, herbs that is good for the actual lungs. See that? You always mention herbs last. And of course, you have to stay away from microplastics. So when you get that, when you actually go on Amazon, or you find, I like Rhino, when you find somebody that is good at filtrating out the tap water, make sure that they got something that can get rid of at least 43% of all microplastic out of the water. It's microplastic every damn where. And microplastic, when it heats up, it gives off something called phytoestrogen. And estrogen is crazy. That's a whole nother topic, though. But you have things like hellhound weed. You have things like lungwort leaf. You have things like mullein leaf. Mullein leaf is amazing for the actual lungs. You have things like hydrangea root that's going to break up solidification and calcification inside the respiratory system. Not only that, fenugreek. Fenugreek is very good. And ginger. Ginger is very good as well, because these things break up stagnated lymph that's inside of the bronchial tissues, or that's inside of the lung tissues. All of these things are actually good for lungs. I noticed the best way to address the lungs when you're talking about any type of herbs is always do it in a tea or tonic form. Capsules is cool, but it take too long. If you really want to break up all of that coagulated mucus or coagulated cytotoxins, make sure that you take these things in tea forms, and it does the body amazing. You can do all equal parts, but on that mullein leaf, make sure that you put an extra little umph in there because it's amazing. And last but not least, I cannot forget about coat's foot. Coat's foot is amazing when it comes to breaking up calcification, stagnation, and solidification of the tissues. If you want to stop these biological weapons, it's time to prepare now. This is a 21-day fast. All you got to do is 21 days. I'm not even asking you to go crazy. I'm not asking you to go on a mono fast. I'm just asking you to go on a raw fast. You can either take these herbs yourself, or you can buy these herbs off my website, or if you have another trusted herbalist that you do trust, buy it off their website. I don't care. I just want you to actually prepare for the first time. For the first time, we are being warned that something is coming, and we have a chance to actually make a difference and kick his ass. Like, let's make the system drop. I want the government officials to get on the air and be like, we don't know what the hell happened, Bill. Ain't nobody dying. Nobody's in the hospitals, Bill. Billy, ain't no, what's going on? See that? So the whole thing is preparation. Preparation, being prepared. And that's how you cleanse your lungs. That's the best way to cleanse your lungs. And of course, so we talked about an all raw plant-based diet. So I just need to say it because people be like, well, what about fish? For those that's real anal that ask things like that after I said an all raw fruit and vegetable diet, let me just make it clear. No fish, no meats, no dairies, no grains, nothing but actual fruits and vegetables for 21 days. You owe it to yourself to do that. You owe it to yourself. Just cleanse out the lungs. Cleanse out your children's lungs. 21 days with minimum herbs. And you will see while everybody is dropping dead like flies, you're going to be good. Huh? When they start pushing the mask rule, when they start pushing the restriction rule, and everybody's scared in their houses with 3 or 4 masks on, in 110-degree weather outside in their car, killing themselves, all lung disease is coming from these things. Like, y'all don't see what's really going on here? It's straight up. You gonna be good. You gonna be looking around like, damn, everybody else sick? Oh, that's because you already went through your natural detoxification symptoms. So let's go through the detox before we have to be forced to detox. That's all I'm saying. If y'all got what I'm saying so far, type in some nines and we're gonna get to these questions. Matter of fact, any questions so far as the 21-day preparation fast, y'all can ask them now. And then I'm finna read a few questions. And shouts out to the person that disliked this video. Must be the feds. Shouts out to him. What we got? Any questions so far? As far as what we just talked about. Yes, eggs feed pathologies. Yes, they do. Eggs do feed pathogens. Dairy products is the worst thing that you can eat on earth. And what's crazy is when you start talking about milk, raw milk is actually alkaline, y'all. Let me say that again. A lot of people just be talking and don't know biochemistry. Raw milk is actually alkaline. Raw milk is an alkaline agent. It's a lipid. But raw milk from another mammal is acidic to you. The only raw milk or galactose you ever supposed to be on is your mother's. And then at the age of from 2 to 3, you supposed to be weaned off of that because then that start becoming mucus forming in your own cellular structure. You see what I'm saying? Because you are maturing as a human. It's time to start introducing your palate to different types of foods. But raw milk is actually alkaline and very, very good for a species if it come directly from their mother. And then they get weaned off. That's why weaning processes is something. But milk, when you drink it at the right age and you drink it in its raw state, it's not mucus forming at all. It's actually, it lines up the gut with all the good bacteria it needs. It's full of proteins and lipids to help to grow the body, and it's full of what you would call galactose sugar for you can yield ATP and energy and basically restructure the brain. And let's not talk about the processes and how you learn to interact with your environment, and you learn socialism by sucking on the boob. Just the mouth to nipple, just that it by itself teaches the baby so much. It's a whole entire infinity of schools that's going on there. I mean, when you start getting into the peer review science articles about what's going on just within that process of a baby latching onto a nipple, the baby is learning how to interact with his mother, interact with his siblings. It's learning how to feed himself. It's learning independency. And you start seeing it when the baby start grabbing the boob and massaging the milk out. The baby start doing it itself. How do the baby even know that the nipple is right there? How do it knows to latch on? You got to start asking yourself. We already come equipped with everything we need in nature. We just get denaturized and we get processed out by the oppressors. Everything we need is already within us. All the intellect that we need is already here. They just keep that shit suppressed and oppressed within inside of our molecular structure by giving us junk food, polluting the air, polluting the water, polluting the clothing, wearing azo dyes on us. We got dyes leaching into our bloodstream. We breathing in benzene. We breathing in all types of things that we not supposed to be breathing in. We having sex with dirty women and clean women having sex with dirty males. We watching TV all day, EMF frequencies. I was talking to Nabi yesterday. I said, man, if you really think about this for what it is, I said, damn, this is depressing as hell. He said, what we gonna do, Yaki? I said, shit, pray. It's so messed up out here. The only thing you can do is prepare, and pray. See that being in an evil, satanic, lower consciousness system that we in, living in this matrix, you will have to believe in. There will have to be something supernatural that have to happen to get us from up under this oppressor's boot, y'all. I'm telling you, it is that corrupted. The more and more I study, the more and more it's crazy. I be having to do certain exercises just not to be depressed from studying and reading so much. The more and more you know about what's really going on, it will blow you be like, how can a people be so freaking evil? I'm talking about psychotic. These are serial killers out here on a massive level. Boko Haram ain't got nothing on these people. Straight up. Hitler ain't have nothing on these people that's in office today. They trying to take out literally the whole entire world. They only want 1 million people left on this deal. Eugenics and depopulation control is real. And then what's crazy, when you listen to Bill and them, when you listen to Billy and them, evil Bill, they actually kill Bill. They actually telling you what they trying to do. What they trying to do. They telling you right in your face. We just don't be reading through the lines because we so doped up off the drugs that we don't be listening to what they say. So sober your mind up. Sober up your mind. Clean up your diet. Let that junk DNA activate itself for we can mutate, because it's mutate or die. The thing is, we are melanated beings and we're the original beings here on the earth. So we have the actual cells within us and the melanin or the melanin in us to actually mutate. Like, we are the most adaptive species here on earth, and we can do it. We just got to clean up our diet, y'all. And these are the facts. All right, let's get it. Y'all ready? If y'all ready for these questions, type in some 9s and we'll get it started. If y'all ready for these questions, type in some 9s. I think I'm going to open up the phone lines today, too. If y'all ready for these questions, type in some 9s and we'll get it started. Yeah, y'all, man, it's crazy out here, man. We holding on by the skin of our teeth, and our teeth ain't got skin. Straight up. But that's why, man, look, one herb at a time. You know, knock out one pollutants at a time. Start loving yourself more. We in a fight. We at war. Look, I don't expect it to be good outside. I know I'm at war. I don't expect it to be roses and berries and candy when I open my front door. I know it's war. I don't expect my household to be 100% peaches and cream. I know we at war. I know that people get infiltrated. I know when my children or when my wives leave the houses, they go with war on themselves and they bring things back sometimes. You see what I'm saying? I don't wake up to see, I don't wake up to smile. Then, everything is just peaches and no, we are at war. So I have to prep. I have to learn how to fight physically. I have to learn how to fight mentally. I have to learn what they're doing. What is our enemy doing? Oh, they killing us through sicknesses. They killing us through the illusion that we call disease. So let me prep these herbs. Oh, they killing our lungs. Let me make sure I'm cleansing my lungs up. Oh, they attacking my kidneys. Let me make sure that I'm not doing things to help them attack my kidneys more. Let me make sure I ain't drinking soda pop. Let me make sure I ain't drinking carbonated drinks. Let me make sure I'm flushing my kidneys with H3O2 and H2O here and there. Let me make sure I'm on blood cleansers every day of my life, because I know everything they do is to taint the blood, because the spirit and the life is in the blood of the flesh. Let me make sure I'm protecting my spirit. Let me make sure I'm protecting my children from public school systems, from the teller of visions or the tell lie visions. Let me make sure that I'm putting what I want to put into their heads. Let me make sure I'm growing and raising my young brothers and my young children, my sons, to be masculine. Let me make sure that my daughters are prissies, that they feminine, but they not dumb. They smart as hell. They're not dumb and dingy, but they prissy. They stay very feminine. They like to wear dresses. They like to sit down and cross their legs. They like to do the broke wrist thing. Like, you know, just doing this alone is going against the system. Everybody like, well, what is the revolution? What we do? The moment you wake up and say, I'm not eating meat today, you rebelling against the system. The moment you wake up and you say, I'm not going to drink nothing that goes against my biological entity, that's revolutionary. That's going against the system. The moment you wake up and instead of turning on a game and turning on your TV, you lift them blinds up in the sky and you in your household, and you let that sun permeate through your skin and let that melanocytes actually evolve and turn into cholesterol and all your sexual chemistry, that's rebellion. You're going against the system. The moment that you go downstairs and before you turn on any electronics and check your phone, you pray to whatever God you pray to. I'm not here to knock you if you pray, if you worship a different religion. I think everybody need a religion practice for real. Everybody needs some type of religion practice. Just because you don't believe in my God's concept don't make you my enemy. We all talking about the same thing when we strip all the different traditions and the science off of it anyway, to be honest with you. But I'm not here to knock you. Everybody need a religion. Everybody. And when I mean religion, I'm not talking about a religion that was given to us by the Catholic Church, a religion that was given to us by our oppressor. I mean a spiritual practice. Everybody needs it. Everybody need to be connected to their higher self, and there's something that's higher than them. It gives you purpose. It gives you morals. It gives you that. All this is a part of the detoxification process. And all of this is going against the system. Everybody need a book to read every day. And you need to recall, somebody need to hold you accountable and recall your ass on what you wrote, what you read. I mean, everybody need to journal, writing down their thoughts, learning emotional intelligence. Guess what? That's rebelling against the system. Everybody need to work out too. And I'm talking to myself about that. We've been doing push-ups like crazy, and we've been doing crazy intermittent fasting, only eating once a day, push-ups, sit-ups. We've been getting it in, ain't we not, B? We've been getting it in, you know what I'm saying? But I need to go harder on that because I'm so deep into the intellectual part, studying and healing and biochemistry, religion, metaphysics, esoteric knowledge. I'm so deep in that sometimes I forget to even worry about my body. You see what I'm saying? So I don't even have it all together, but I'm getting my shit together. And I just want y'all to get y'all shit together with me. That's all. See, that rebellion ain't going against guns and waging war against the government. That's stupidity. You won't win. They got ballistic weapons that can see through damn walls. They got airplanes with laser beams on them that can literally have localized fires, y'all. Y'all know what I'm talking about, huh? They can come directly to your house, put your house on fire, kill you, and leave everybody else in the neighborhood house untouched. So we don't even have the actual weaponized capacity to even deal in war that way. Simple war is changing your household. Simple war is making sure that your family stay together. Simple war is winning the simple war, making sure that the black man is in the household, making sure that the so-called black man is raising his children. That's how you win the war. It's keeping the melanated family together. That's a whole book right there, Nabi. That's a whole book. Straight up. That's what I'm talking about. That's rebellion. So everybody want to be a revolutionary. Hey, wake up in the morning. Don't eat bullshit. Wake up in the morning. Drink water. Drink H3O2. Wake up in the morning. Read. Do some push-ups. Wake up in the morning. Take off your shoes and walk on the grass and wiggle your toes in the grass just because you can. Say, you know, I ain't wearing these damn rubber shoes today. I want to connect with Mother Earth. Do y'all realize how rebellious that is? That's the most rebellious thing you can do. The most rebellious thing you can do is be driving and be hungry as hell and not turn into a fast food restaurant. I'm finna go eat my own food because I know what ingredients in it. I'm going to cook it myself and I ain't going to eat they processed bullshit because I don't know where it come from anyway. That's crippling the system. That's rebellious as hell. That's real rebellion. Y'all know what I'm saying is right. Let's get it. All right. The first question, it says, I am in dire need of help. My name is Blase, and I live in Tennessee. All right. Shouts out to the Chattanooga Chattanooga tribe out there in Tennessee. I am also an attorney, and I have developed an infection or something in my left breast 3 days ago, and it is getting worse and quickly. I am a 55-year-old melanated woman. I started following you back in October, and I have implemented a mostly fruit regimen. So I just want to give you a round of applause just for that. You see that your body was trying to detox something out of the breast. You see that you're having breast discomfort. The first thing you do is go back to nature. You went on all fruit. So congratulations, Black Goddess. You already know what you're doing, Melanated Being. It says, I started following you back in October, and I have already implemented a mostly fruit regimen. I had stopped eating meat over a year before discovering you. So she's been on a journey. It says my menstrual cycle gradually tapered off about 4 years ago, and I have had intermittent cycles since then. And that's because you've been cleansing. When you cleansing and you very, very clean and you cleansing your body and you going through your detoxification mechanism, what we see is a lot of women, they don't have periods just as much, because the only reason you have periods anyway is when you have a lot of toxins to clean out out of the vagina canal. That's usually when you have heavy flows. So we see people that go raw. We see women that go, and I can't say people because only women have periods. We see women that eat fruits, go raw, change their lifestyle around. They don't have that much to detox out of the vagina canal or from the endometrium lining of the cervix. So they just don't have that much to shed. When you got a clean body, you don't have that much to detox. You see what I'm saying? It says my menstrual cycle gradually tapered off about 4 years ago. It says, and I have had intermittent cycles since then. So when I started getting breast tenderness this past Wednesday, I thought I might be getting a period. The tenderness turned into soreness, then redness around the areola. It says, then redness. Hold on, y'all. Getting deep. It says, then redness and swelling up to my whole left breast. It sounds like something is coming out of you. You said you've been detoxing. You've been off meat for a year. You've been on mostly fruits. You see what I'm saying? It sounds like that you got something inside of your breast that needs to come out, and that's what the body's doing, trying to get rid of it. It says, it is now early Saturn's Day, rising, and it is painful, and it is getting heavy. It says, I have photos that I can send you. Yes, send me the photos. Send them to bloodwork. Send them to bloodwork.yakiawaken@gmail.com. It's I have been eating all types of fruits for the past 6 months. See, look, that's what's happening to her, Nabi. She been eating fruits for the past 6 months, and now she got something in her breast trying to come out of her breast. We done seen this all the time, especially with people with breast cancer or triple negative invasive ductal cancer, where the skin will open up or the tip of the nipple will open up and the tumor will pass out of the tip of the nipple, or sometimes it'll get broken down from the astringent fruits and herbs that we put you on, and you will start leaking black goo out of your nipples. Then you go back to the doctor and they say, it is a miracle. You don't have cancer anymore. So you see, when you choose nature and you go back to the natural way of living and eating, the body start getting rid of things that it never needed in the first place. And I think that's what you got going on, Goddess. I think that you've been on these fruits and you had something inside your breast and now it's trying to leave because it ain't supposed to be there. It says, I have been eating all types of fruit for the last 6 months, but on this past Sunday, I've began doing berry smoothies, only adding coconut water. So you kicking up the detox, only adding coconut water. And I started a daily walking regimen and adding lunges. This developed 3 days ago. See that? So her pain in her breast developed 3 days ago when she actually switched to an all berry diet and doing coconut water smoothies and walking and doing in lunges. So she's just detoxing super fast. This is what you would call a very astringent detoxification. So now anything that's foreign in the body or any toxemia or any cysts or any tumors or any type of fibroids, they're going to be trying to come through the skin. It's called a fontanelle, and I teach y'all about this all the time. And all the fontanelle means is an alternative route of elimination. You see that? It says, after watching your content and researching the information that you provided, it says, check this out, y'all. It says, all this developed 3 days ago. In May of 2021, I had a mammogram, which revealed a mass that was located deep in my chest wall of the same breast, according to the technician. So the same breast that she's having a problem with, in 2021, they said she had a cyst. It says a biopsy was done and revealed that it was benign, but it was a benign cyst. It wasn't cancerous, and it was diagnosed as a cyst. Now she's detoxing years later. That same cyst is now coming through her nipple, y'all. Let's give her a round of applause. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. We can't call these diseases. This is the body working. This is the body actually getting rid of the cyst because she went on an alkaline diet. It says, after watching all of your content and researching the information that you provided, I truly feel that the cyst is seeking a pathway out of the body. I actually had a dream in this regard. I am trying to remain calm, but I am a little fearful. I live in Tennessee. It says, and can come in there anytime and meet your staff. Please let me know as soon as possible what to do. Look, what you doing what you're supposed to do already. Now, what we can do is we can get you some black salve to rub on that area to really pulls in the strands that cyst out quicker. We can put you on a citric diet to be more stringent to pull out quicker. But I think you're on the right track. Let's get it out of the breast. And it seemed like it's coming forth. You said it was on the actual chest cavity. It went from the chest cavity to your breast. Now you feeling it in your breast and it feel like it's coming through your areola or your nipple. That thing finna be out. Give it a month or two. It's going to be out. What I will do though, you can make a cream or a salve or black salve to rub it on the area to help pull it. You can even do castor packs, warm up castor oil packs, put it on the breast to actually break up the cyst because the cyst might be super hard. I read that it was hard. And look, go on a grape diet. If you can find you some actual seeded grapes is the most astringent fruit on planet Earth, and they're very, very good for breast cancer or any type of ductal cancer or malignantation, or even if it's just a cyst or tumor that's not cancerous in the breast. When it comes to the lungs and it comes to the breast, the grapes is the best fruit that you can eat, and that's the reason why we can't really find them nowhere. Luckily, we don't have that problem in St. Louis, Missouri, because we grow a lot of seeded grapes here. So that's what I would do with you. Also, I will open up them kidneys. I think you need to get the kidney and adrenal kit from off my site just to get the lymphatic system started, to put the adrenal glands back online, open up the kidneys, get the renals back running. That way you can filtrate all this metabolic waste out of the body, and your breast don't have to be that elimination pathway, because it's supposed to be your urinary tract. You're supposed to be urinating this thing out after it's being broken down and disintegrated by the T cells, the B cells, the thymus gland cells, the bone marrow cells, the phagocytes. You see what I'm saying? The macrophages. These are the things that's supposed to be really breaking these things down, phagocytosizing them, disintegrating them, and then going to the lymphatic system, and then you're urinating them out by way of the urinary tract. But since this system is down, which we going to pay attention to, notice that your body's still working and you're taking a fontanelle, which is our alternative route of elimination, and it's choosing to go the breast route. So I want to give you a round of applause, because that means your body works. See what I'm saying? These are not diseases. This is the body trying to naturally detoxify itself, and you just got to help it do its job, and that's what the herbs are here for. The herbs are here to help assist the body in doing what it know how to naturally do in the first place, which is having the capability of healing itself. So, hey, round of applause to you guys. So go on the website, www.yakiawaken.com. Get you a kidney and adrenal kit from off the site, and stay on the all fruit diet, high in berries. If you can find you some grapes, do the grapes. Go 21 days, all fruit, all H3O2. You will see that it will actually pop out of the breast, and a lot of stuff gonna come with it. Now, that's the only thing that's crazy, though. Once you open up that pathway, other shit start coming out, too. So it might not only just be the tumor, it might be other things that come behind it. That's the only thing that I really be worried about, but they ain't really even nothing to worry about. You see what I'm saying? So, man, that's a good thing. That's a good problem to actually have. That's a good problem to have. And while we edit, I want to go ahead and do a quick commercial real quick before I forget. For those that need any type of healing herbs, make sure y'all check me out. Go to www.yakiawaken.com. Check us out. We have any type of herbs you need for any healing modality, whether it's tinctures, whether it's capsules, whether it's my famous 3 bitters, which is out here healing the world, and my geogenetics, which is healing everything on planet Earth. Everybody love the geogenetics. They do a job. We have herbal support here. Check out the education tab. Make sure that you click on the instruction page, the document page. We have a bunch of free things that you can download, and an Eat to Live page is personally my favorite, and there's going to be many other things that get added to this actual site as we continue to grow and do our thing. So www.yakiawaken.com for all of your healing modality needs. All right. So that's what I recommend for that particular case. You already healing your body. If anybody got any questions so far for her, You know, we see that she had breast tenderness, but we noticed she had a cyst back in 2021. She went on an all vegan diet or all plant-based diet. She stopped eating the meat. She stopped eating the dairy products. Then all of a sudden she went on a fruit diet. Once she went on this fruit diet and she took it up in berries, she noticed that something is starting to come out of her breast. We already know what that is. That is that cyst that the doctors found 3 to 4 years ago. So your body is doing amazing. Just get the 3 bitters with the kidney and adrenal kit off the site and keep on your diet, or your livid, should I say, and you will be just fine. Anybody got any questions so far according to her? Any questions? I'm going to look. If we got any questions so far. Somebody just said any solutions for moles. When you got too many moles, that means you have too much unutilized carbon in the body. Nick so solid. You got too many carbons in the body. Your body is not utilizing carbon correctly. That's a pituitary and a pineal problem. Get the sensual glandular kit from off the site and detox. That's what you're going to need. All right, so I see that we don't have any questions according to this particular case. So let's get into the next case. Y'all ready? Type in some 9s and we start reading the next case. And I'm gonna answer some questions before I get off of here, y'all. So just hold your horses. Hold your horses. What we got? Any questions? If y'all ready for the next one, type in some 9s then. Do you have a place to get tested for plant allergies? Yes. We're going to be announcing our second clinic opening location tomorrow too. So be looking out for that to be on all platforms as well. Okay, next question then. I see y'all ain't got none. All right, this one says, hello, Yaki. My name is Blase. Brother, you got a long name, brother. This brother got six words in his, six words to his name. Blase. I am 25 years old. I am a 25-year-old male. It says who supposedly was diagnosed with subcarnal pustular dermatosis. Okay, so dermatosis, which is inflammation inside the epidermis of the skin or the mesodermis of the skin. Subcarnal, which is the actual liquid layer of the skin. Okay, and then pustular. So you having a pussy infection in the skin. It says, and have had this for 7 years now. For the first time, it says, for the first 2 years, I was completely undiagnosed. And they tried to tell me I had herpes. Yeah, when you actually look at subcarnal pustular dermatosis, it actually do look like herpes. And a lot of people do get misdiagnosed with it. But I'm glad that you found out that it wasn't actually herpes. It says, which I already knew wasn't true because I wasn't even engaging in sexual activity or yet, because you can get herpes without sexual activity. Herpes is not a virus. Herpes is actually, dang, I shouldn't have said that, huh? Did I just mess up? They ain't gonna cut that. Yeah, hopefully. Well, yeah, man, they be on me so bad, y'all. As soon as I say the V word, they be on my channel. But herpes is actually a skin parasitic. That's what it is. Herpes is a skin parasitic. It's actually called the Phascolovskis buski worm. You can actually get herpes from zootropic diseases too. Eating the wrong foods can give you herpes, y'all. Getting a zoster, can give you herpes as well. They gave a lot of us that when we was 3 years old. Notice after that, especially 80s babies. I know right after I got that in my arm, it wasn't even 2 weeks later, I had chickenpox. Chickenpox is a form of herpes. Shingles is a form of herpes. Smallpox is a form of herpes. Eczema is a form of herpes. Herpes dermatitis, itchy elbow disease. All of these are a form of herpes, and herpes is attached to a yeast fungal parasitic called Phascolovskis buski, which is a fluke worm. So when you look at what herpes is, and it's a microscopic worm at that, and it literally will go through all of these different phases where it pleomorphizes itself to express itself throughout the nervous system of the body. So you can get herpes without sex, family. Best believe it. Best believe it. And we've been seeing a lot of children coming to us lately with herpes on their mouth because their mothers and their fathers have been kissing them, or they've been letting family members kiss them while people are going through their shedding process. Just because you don't see a canker sore there don't mean that you're not having an outbreak. So we've been seeing a lot of 2-year-old, 3-year-olds, even a 7-year-old recently that have herpes outbreaks on their mouth and they don't know where they came from. I'm asking, who you been having kissing on? The family. And they was like, well, My granddad kissed him. Did your granddad ever have shingles? Yeah, he just had shingles a couple of weeks ago. That's where it came from. That's herpes. You see what I'm saying? So we got to be careful, y'all. We got to be careful. Yeah, I had chicken pox too. Chicken pox is herpes. I had chicken pox when I was 6. That's herpes. Let's just keep it 100. And you can detox this stuff out of the body, family. I do it all the time. I do this on the daily. Y'all see the healing testimonies? I do this on the daily basis, y'all. When you look at herpes, there's over 118 strands of herpes. Out of 118 strands, 26 of them strands now in 2023 are now prone to human beings. Out of 118 of them, 23 of them are prone to human beings, and they just been masking them as different names, so you never knew it was herpes in the first place, but it's all been herpes. That's why they tell you if you got a cold sore, don't do oral sex, because you can actually give genital herpes from your mouth, showing you that it's an actual skin parasite. It's a skin parasite. Just saying, family. Call me a liar. Test me on it. Hey, look. Test me on it. Go. Just look up everything I say. It's mind-blowing. All right, let's get back to it. So he said he know it wasn't herpes. It says, which he already knew because he wasn't engaging in sexual activity, or yet a lot of people besides, it says, or yet a lot around people besides when he was at school, because I was already a lonely type of dude. I'd always have been trying to take their medicine, but I've never believed in these white folks trying to help me. Good. Thinking smart. It says, I already knew it was just a dollar sign to them. I pray I come in contact with you and you can tell me what I need to get my body cleansed. Also, I have a daughter. Okay, shouts out. Congratulations to your daughter. And I want her to learn to eat more healthier so I can teach her so that she never have to go through what I'm going through right now. Also, I stay in St. Louis. Okay, he out here. He in St. Louis, Missouri. Shouts out to my fellow Missourian, man. What up, Mo? It says Missouri as well. And I always hope to run into you in person. Well, I'm in St. Louis all the time, brother. I'm here right now. It says, I feel blessed knowing you exist, man. Appreciate you, brother. Man, you hear this, man? It's dope. It says, thank you for awakening us, man. I appreciate you, bro. So, what you need to do, man, if you look at your skin, all right, this is another thing. So we see that your body is healing itself. Your body is healing itself. We see that your skin is expressing itself. Usually when you look at what you got going on, it's usually due to a blood infection, all right? A blood infection, or you have something going on with your gut. So what I would do is, if I was you, I would cleanse the gut. If I was you, I'll go on a 30-day all fruit diet. 30-day all fruit. Cleanse your gut out. Because usually when your gut is backed up and you constipated, you start taking poops through your skin. And that's all these things is. You're pooping through your skin. Notice it's not herpes. You're not dealing with a yeast parasitic or a fungal parasitic called Phascolopsis buski, but yet your skin is constantly breaking out. What's happening is your kidneys and your adrenals are not online. You're backed up and you constipated, so your skin is taking a poop for you. So what you do is you help your skin eliminate. The best way to do that is by cleansing up the gut. You have something called the GOAT, which is gut-associated lymphatic tissues. You have to cleanse the lymphatic tissues in the mesal area of your body to relieve that volumetric pressure. That way you can start getting rid of all of that lymph, because that lymph is what's holding those toxemias. You need to be pooping at least 6 times a day until all these things is out of the body. So if I was you, for the skin problem, you just need to cleanse the gut and you need to cleanse the blood. I wouldn't even focus on the skin unless the skin is breaking up and you having bleeding, you having dry patches and scratches and cracks. I wouldn't too much worry about the skin. I will focus on the blood, cleansing the liver, because the liver is directly connected to the skin, and cleansing the gut. So what I think you need from off the site, most definitely you're going to need the 3 bitters, but you're going to need the geogenetic therapeutic package level 1 from off the site. That's going to cleanse the gut. That's going to cleanse the blood. It's going to strengthen the nervous system. We're going to go after the thyroid, because the thyroid is in control of the connective tissue. The connective tissue is what holds your skin and your ligaments together. We need to strengthen the whole system. So the geogenetic therapeutic package will be very good for you. You need to go on a 30-day all fruit fast if you can. Mix your fruits up. Just do not mix your fruits with your melons, and eat more astringent fruits for you can get all those acids out of your body than sweet fruits, and stay off of bananas while you're cleansing, period. And I meant to tell y'all that anybody that's detoxing, do not eat bananas. Bananas are super starchy, y'all. Super starchy, and it has a whole lot of glucose in it. Not fructose, but glucose in it. And these things can mess up the cleanse a little bit. So, if you're going on a detox, stay away from bananas. But bananas are very good for energy. Bananas are very good for building muscle if you're not detoxifying. So, yeah, that's what I recommend. But look, give yourself a round of applause. Remember, these are not diseases. This means your body is working. Since you're constipated and your cells is constipated, because a lot of us is metabolically constipated and your cells can't really take a poop and use your actual urinary tract to go that way, or use your anus and your large intestines to poop because you backed up systemically. What's happening is your skin is opening up a fontanelle, or alternative route of elimination, and your skin is taking a poop for you because all of that toxemia is constantly going into your blood. So usually it comes from a blood bacteria or a blood infection. And again, the only reason why the bacteria infection is in the blood, because acids is there. So we can't blame it on the bacteria. We have to blame it on the acidosis. It's all about the perception and how we choose to look at disease. I was telling a client earlier, there's only two sides of this. You're going to choose the allopathic side where they believe in disease and you take chemical medicines for them that has deadly side effects, or you believe that your body can't have disease because you were wonderfully and you were perfectly and miraculously made. And these diseases is the body's natural way of healing itself. And these are called symptoms of detoxification, and you help the body detoxify. Just by making that conscious decision on which side that you're going to believe in is life or freaking death. Life or death. Just by having those two perceptions. Choosing death is choosing medicine with chemicals, not detoxifying. Suppressing the symptoms. The symptoms are warning signs of the body detoxifying toxemias. And then you go get you get biological weapons and you start hacking off things on your body, or you start going against your own biology because you believe that God screwed up and made a mistake on your body. So you kill your body. You really trying to kill God though, because you're really mad at God. It ain't you that's mad at God. It's the people that's over your medicines that's mad at God. Then you got the other way that you choose, which is, oh, my body is healing itself. These are symptoms of detoxification. Let me help the detoxification process by going on an all-fruit diet, breaking up stagnation, breaking up calcification. Let me drink hydration. Let me hydrate myself, H3O2. Let me get herbs. It's going to help plunge the body. It's going to help astringe the body. The body is trying to cleanse itself. Let me expedite that process. It's a total different choice, and this choice brings a very, very, very different reality. I promise you it does. It does. All right, next one. If y'all got any questions so far for this brother, let me know. Any questions so far for this brother, y'all can ask him. If not, type in some nines and we will move on to the next one. Do you have a book? My book will be out before December. It's called Healing the Illusion We Call Disease. The title is traded and copywritten. And the reason why I ain't gave most of the actual information because people are literally trying to jack the idea right now. So it'll be out in December. It's amazing. It's going to be information you never heard before a day in your life. And it's true information. And I got hella healing testimonies at the end of the book with pictures and all of that. The book is it's transformational. It's going to change the whole world. Healing the Illusion We Call Disease by Yakai Raphi Elohim. I know. They say, man, you keep pushing the date back. Hey, I'm a busy man. But I promise y'all I'm going to have it out by December. And I've been working hard doing that, family. So the book will be here soon. All right, let's move on to the next one. This next one says, hello, Yakai. She spelled my name Yakai. All praises. My name is Blase, and I have a lot of health issues for my age, and I need your help on how to heal. I've had lupus since I was 12 years old, and I am now 25 years of age. Lupus. Now, when you look at lupus, they say lupus is when, look, let me show you. You have two ways to look at this. Perception is everything. They say lupus is when the so-called immune system, notice my fingers because I don't believe in the immune system. I believe in the lymphatic defense system. If there was a such thing as the immune system, it will only live in the lymphatic defense system. So they say lupus is when the actual immune system attacks the tissues of the body. Right? So they're trying to say that your body is confused. Your body is stupid. It don't know what it's doing. It's just eating shit up. It's going to war with other parts of the body. If you believe in that ideology, you are saying God is wrong. You are saying God is flawed. You are saying that the Most High Creator created you wrong. You saying that it doesn't know what it's doing. And if it doesn't know what it's doing, then you can't call it God. You can't call it the creator. It's an oxymoron in itself to even make up this autoimmune disease bullcrap anyway, because it don't make sense. Now, you can sit back, you can use common sense and you can say, okay, the so-called immune system that have T cells, thymus gland cells, that have B cells, bone marrow cells, that have lymphocytes, lymphatic system, that have phagocytes, lymphatic system. You see that? They have all macrophages, lymph nodes, lymphatic system, because it's all a lymphatic system. Why would it be attacking my tissues? The only thing that the lymphatic system does is attack acids, overload populations of bacteria, and foreign invaders. Them the only three things that the lymphatic system or that the so-called immune system attacks. So if the so-called immune system is attacking the tissues of your body, does that mean that inside of your tissues you have it mingled with toxemia, which is what the phagocyte tissues love to engulf, to eat up? It's too many bacteria build up, which is what the macrophages love to eat up. It's too many acids on the tissues, which is what the T cells, the B cells, the neutrophils, the basophils, and the monophils love to neutralize. It's too many toxic environmental pollutants inside of the tissues, which is why the so-called immune system is attacking the tissues, because the tissues is full of fluids that's not supposed to be in the body. See, it's two sides. Either the body is stupid and attacking itself, or the tissues is so saturated with acids and all these other environmental pollutants that the actual so-called immune system is eating the acids off the tissues, and sometimes the tissues get ate with it. But still, the body is trying to what? Heal itself. So that's all lupus is. Lupus is that you are systemically extremely backed up with acids because you're suffering from something called metabolic acidosis. So you need to get rid of the acids. And if you get rid of the acids, the so-called immune system don't have nothing to eat. So they don't need to chew the acids that's attached to the tissues, because acids like to weld themselves to things because it's hot as hell. So of course it's going to weld itself to the tissue. And then you have the macrophage, it ain't going to be able to distinguish the difference. It's acid done welded itself into the tissue. I'm going to eat the whole damn cell. Oh, you have lupus, an autoimmune disease. The body is confused. It doesn't know what it's doing. It is eating and attacking its own flesh. Come on, man. I am made in the image and the likeness of God. I am a descendant from God. My body ain't stupid. My body is so smart that it's getting rid of the tissues that mingle with the damn acids. You see the perception when you change the perception, how healing come forth? If y'all peep that, type in some nines. If y'all peep that so far, type in some nines. If y'all peep that so far, type in some nines. But that's so we see that you suffering from metabolic acidosis. So the first thing to do is stop eating acidic forming foods. Stop eating mucus forming foods. Stop drinking acidic and mucus forming liquids. Get away from acidic and mucus-forming environmental things. Quit bringing in the acids. You already have an acidic medium. You have deoxyribonucleic acid in your body, DNA. You have ribonucleic acid in your body, RNA. You have hydrochloric acid in your body. That's in your stomach. All this is acidic. Everything that goes, your whole metabolic process, the way the mitochondria fires off, this all takes acids. You already functioning in an acid medium. You don't need to be bringing in more acids in the body. That's why you burning and you going through hell in the lake of fire here in this realm, because you eating acidic forming foods. Get away from the acids. You won't feel the pain. In the so-called immune system, which what I'm going to call the lymphatic defense system, won't have to attack a damn thing because it don't have any acids to eat. Now all of that energy can be spent on purpose and spirituality, mastering the breath. So, just based off the lupus alone, I'm going to tell you, you're going to need the geogenetic therapeutic package level 2. It's a 15-week protocol. And the reason why you're going to need that whole 15 weeks because you are systemically backed up with acids deep within the cellular tissues. And it's going to take a whole lot of astringent and plunging to pull those acids out of the tissues and keeping their blood systems clean while doing so. All right. It says, and I'm 25-year-old, and I have kidney disease. That's the reason why you got lupus. The reason why you have lupus because your kidneys is not functioning, getting rid of the acids. So the acids is backing up into the tissues, alerting the lymphatic defense system. The lymphatic defense system is alerting the army, and the army is going to eat the acids that's on the tissues, and it's eating the tissues as well because the acids is binding to the tissues because the kidney's not working. So you got kidneys disease. That's going to be the level 3. It's going to be a level 3. You need the highest package. It says that my urine also have bubbles. The urine have bubbles because you have protein in your urines. Whenever you see foam and bubbles in your urine, that means you're leaking proteins. Look, check it out. And my kidney spills protein. So you need to get away from complex amino acids and eat simple amino acid structures. Guess what has simple amino acid structures and not complex amino acid structures that we call protein? Because if you're not eating super binding proteins, then you can't leak them anyway. Fruits and vegetables. Raw fruits and vegetables. Alkaline. Yes, fruits and vegetables. Let me say alkaline forming because they're acidic in nature. But when you eat them, the body turn them alkaline. We got to get the biochemistry right. Yes, fruits and vegetables, alkaline forming, organic. This will take care of the protein spill. But you got to get those kidneys back online. The only way to heal those kidneys, and I wonder if you got high blood pressure. Usually high blood pressure or hypertension is what really damage those kidneys from all that volumetric pressure. My kidneys are scarred. Check this out, y'all. And I've had 2 kidney biopsies. I also have a condition called dermatomyositis. Dermatomyositis. Now, meiosis. Dermatomyositis. Now, I know derm means skin. Osis means inflammation. It says where my skin get rashes and severe muscle weakness and stiffness. And look, when in inflammation. That's acids, brother. You are suffering from severe acidosis. What will solidify and weld something together where it becomes stiff? That's what fire do. Inflammation do. Check out the word inflame. You are on fire, brother, internally. We got to put it out due to hydration. H3O2 will put this fire out, and it will break up the solidification and the stagnation of mucus and lymph. You see what I'm saying? So you got to do that. It says I have lung scarring. So now we see that something is wrong with the thyroid because you got scarring on the kidneys and we got scarring on the lungs. So that's the thyroid, the parathyroid to be exact. So we need to make sure that your calcitonin is being produced correctly. We need to make sure that the whole glandular highway is actually moving and functioning properly. It says, and I also have pulmonary embolism. Now you have blood clots in the lungs. See that? So we got to cleanse the blood clots in the lungs. Now, guess what? When you eat grapes, guess what? When you eat grapefruit, when you eat these fruits that's very astringent, they have something called tannins in them. Then when you eat watermelon, they have something called lycopene in it. These things actually thins the blood to increase circulation, getting rid of the blood clots. So you going on an all-fruit diet is going to be very, very healthy for you, brother. I'm telling you. You got a lot of stuff going on, brother. You need to heal this body up. It says, I have inflamed, swollen lymph nodes. That's good. That means your lymph nodes is working. It says, I also had a lymph node removed from my neck from a biopsy I did because my doctor thought I had scarcedoma, which I didn't. See, and we got to quit letting these people take our body parts. You ain't even have nothing. So they done took your lymph nodes and you didn't have nothing in the lymph nodes. It says it was only inflammation. You are extremely acidic, brother. You're extremely acidic. It's time to change your life, change what you're eating, change your environment. It's time for you to head down that alkaline road, man. It says I also had atrial fibrillation twice. Dang. So that's atrial fibrillation is basically when the sinoatrium of the heart starts to mess up the electrical current of the heart due to too much lymph being stuck in the heart. So the heart start beating out of rhythm and it starts to palpate out of rhythm. That's the thyroid again. That's the thyroid messing up the sinoatrial, which is the natural pacemaker of your heart. Your heart have a natural pacemaker, y'all. Let me pull it up for y'all and let y'all show y'all this. All right, I just pulled it up. See, if y'all see the sinoatrium to the top left? So if you look at that, that is actually the heart's natural pacemaker. It's called the electrical system of the heart. The heart runs off electricity because it's not a pump, it's a valve. And it tells the chambers when to open up and how much blood it needs to let in and how much blood it needs to let out. So your sinoatrium, your SA node is what's messed up. And guess what the SA node is ran by? The autonomic nervous system, the parasympathetic and the sympathetic nervous system, the kidneys and the adrenals. But you see your kidneys is damaged. So once you fix the kidneys and the adrenals, it's called the pituitary, adrenal, and thyroid axis. Y'all can Google this and look it up. The adrenal, pituitary, and thyroid axis. Your axis is off balance because you have too many acids in the body. Once we relieve the body of the acids, it'll come back into a balance of homeostasis. All right. Man, you got a lot going on here, brother. It says, I also have irregular heart palpitations that scares me. I have anemia. Yeah, of course, because your kidneys and your adrenals are not functioning properly, and your adrenals are in control of your mineral utilization, and you're not utilizing iron properly. And plus, you have scar tissue on your lungs. Your lungs is how you actually get iron and blood to fuse together to create carbon dioxide and hemoglobin. So you have to heal the whole body. It says, also, I have anxiety, depression. The depression and anxiety is the thyroid and adrenal glands too. And I have vertigo. Vertigo is endolift built up in the ears. You are systemically backed up. You have so much mucus backed up into your inner tissues that is now inside your inner eardrums that comes and go. My hair fall out twice. Hair falling out is what, y'all? Thyroid. It's thyroid all day. It says I'm very, very fatigued. Fatigue is come from what? Thyroids and adrenal, and etc. I know I just said a handful, but what herbs or packages do you recommend? Brother, you need the Geogenetic Therapeutic Package Level 3 from off the site. If I was you, I would go on an all-fruit diet. I wouldn't even mess around with the vegetable kingdom. You need to cleanse because you have systemic acidosis and you don't want to deprive your cells of oxygen any longer, because if you keep this up, you're going to be contacting us and you're going to have stage 4 cancer, brother. And I'm not trying to put it on you. I just see how these things go all the time. So you need to get on this ASAP and help the body detoxify itself. All of these are detoxification symptoms screaming. These are alarms ringing off, and the body need help to cleanse itself. So yes, the Geogenetic Therapeutic Package Level 3 on an all-fruit diet. I'm pretty sure that you swelling up in certain places because of inflammation. So you do probably need to do a water restriction. I wouldn't go over 40 liquid fluids a day, 40 ounces of H3O2 or H2O a day. And then everything that I said in the beginning of the video, you need to take all those daily practices in right now and start doing it ASAP. It says, I'm also on medications that I need to wean myself off on. I can't tell you how to wean yourself off the medications, but your doctor work for you. You don't work for your doctor. Have your doctor wean you off. Come up with a weaning process. And it says, and it's all to, look, all the medications is to suppress my immune system. So they further suppressing your lymphatic defense system when you already got lupus. This sounds like death, family. You need to change this ASAP. And it says, I really need your help, Yaki. It says, I need help from you or anyone of your team that is knowledgeable. I'm ready to start my healing journey. Please help me ASAP. All praise, Yaki. I hope you read this. Man, brother, I'm telling you, you need the Geogenetic Therapeutic Package Level 3. That is a 4-month cleanse. You need to cleanse for 120 days and do it for all fruits. You need to go hard or go home. This is crazy right here. So you need to get on that ASAP and change your whole environmental perspective, and you will be good. But it's what you need. All fruit diet. What I would do is an all fruit diet the whole time that I'm on the herbs. I would go back to the beginning of the video and I will literally adapt everything that I said in the beginning of the video into my lifestyle. Do a water restriction because I see that you already got some edema coming up from all the inflammation, the localization of the bacteria in the acidic tissue. So you don't want to swell up anymore or damage the capillaries of your actual vessel or the vascular system. So let's do 40 ounces. Don't go no more over 42 ounces of liquids a day. Let's get you on that package and let's get you healed up. If y'all got any questions so far as that, type in, y'all can ask them. Yeah, brother, man, you had a lot going on, man. And that's what I'm saying. It's all these things going. We worried about the wrong thing. Our people is going through stuff like this, and we worried about clubs. We worried about television. We worried about the wrong things, y'all. We worried about the wrong things. Y'all got any questions so far concerning that, brother? Yeah, he needs healing. And I'm here to help him out, brother. Reach out to me, man, for real. Get that package and let's get you healed. Let's get you healed. Let's see if we got any. What time we got, Nabi? All right, I'm going to answer a couple questions. Just a couple, probably like 3 of them. Bobby Simmons, I'm going to help him. They saying, please help him. I promise y'all, I'm going to help him out. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, this one says, please clarify if taking amino acid supplements create acidosis in the body. Dana Young. Yes, Dana Young. When you take supplements is isolated chemistry. Isolated chemistry is playing the most high. When you play the most high, you actually separate chemistries and you leave things out. When you leave things out, the body have to make up for it, which is going to take things from the body. It's called compensation. So yes, when you actually do, I need to trim my beard. I'm eating my own beard, man. So yes, when you take amino acid supplements, it is extremely acidic. Think about it, amino acids. So you can get these things naturally occurring in your fruits and vegetables. So if I was you, I wouldn't take amino acid substance at all. It's kind of like taking isolated minerals. When you take magnesium, you need calcium. So if you take magnesium, the body is going to start stripping calcium from the bone matrix. Now you're starting to have calcium deposit spots everywhere because it needs to pair with magnesium because they're brothers and sisters. They're twins. Same thing when you need to do iron. Iron needs selenium and zinc. So if you take an iron supplement, the body is going to start pulling zinc and selenium up out of the cells when your melanin or your melanocytes actually need selenium and zinc. So now you have a zinc and selenium deficiency because you wanted to take iron phosphate by itself. Everything must be taken in its holistic chemistry, in its holistic form. And nature's pharmacy is, your pharmacy is nature's. Nature pharmacy is your fruits and your vegetables. So get it in its holistic form or get it from dried vegetables or what we call herbs. That's what I would recommend. Spirit Juice said, when you coming to Miami? When we going to Miami, Nabi? We always in Miami. We just left Miami. We going back again just in a couple of days. They talking about far as. So Nabi said we're gonna get something from the beginning of the year. A lot of people been looking out, trying to book us in Miami. So we might do that at the beginning of this next Romo Greco Gregorian year. Yeah. What else we got here? It says, how do you feel about cell salts? You need cell salts. The salt needs cells. The salt, potassium, and water ratio is what keeps the cells in a balance of homeostasis. So cell salts are very, very important. Minerals are salts. The body does not utilize minerals. The body uses converted metabolized minerals that you call salts. So when the minerals get into your body and you metabolize and utilize the minerals, they actually convert themselves into cell salts. So cell salts is very electrical and we need them. That's why Celtic salt is amazing. That's why sea salt is amazing, because not only do these things carry a conductivity of a negative electrical charge, but they also dissolve mucus or excessive mucus that's built up in the body. So I think salt is a good thing, but the over excessive mucus of sodium usage of sodium can cause hypertension. It can dry out all the water inside the cells and cause extreme, very, very extreme dehydration. It can cause this hypertension, high blood pressure, and it can weaken the kidneys and the adrenals. So make sure that you get your salt in its holistic form. Unless you're in extreme use and you need it ASAP, then you can do some Celtic salt water, or you can do some sea salt water to get rid of volumetric pressure in the head and things like that. So sometimes you need it, but most of the time you don't if you're eating the right foods. So yes, I do believe in cell salts, and cell salts are needed. You cannot survive without salt. The body needs it. The body needs it. When are you coming to Michigan? I'll be in Michigan on September the 30th. I'll be in Detroit, Michigan, Wayne State University, September the 30th. The tickets and stuff will be up in probably like 2 days, y'all. 2 days, and you'll be able to buy the tickets off Eventbrite. All right. What are some good herbs for milk production for breastfeeding? Man, you got a bunch of them. Fenugreek will be the best one, though. Fenugreek off back is amazing to actually produce breast milk. Raspberry leaf is amazing for actually producing breast milk. I mean, fennel seeds is good as well, but that fenugreek is amazing. Do some fenugreek tea or some fenugreek capsules. Make sure that you actually mix it with some cinnamon. And that's amazing for milk production because it actually stimulates the pituitary gland. The pituitary gland is going to release and kick on prolactin, and the prolactin is going to do its job and get those breasts filled up with some good milk. So that's what I would do. Or you going to ever come to Sacramento? Might probably so. I don't know, but we will be in San Diego this year too. We'll be back with Mama Makeda at the Afro Beach Cultural Center. Yes, ASK. You're gonna use that as a tea. You can do it in capsules too, though, guys. It's capsules too. You can do it in capsules as well. I'm answering one more question. I just seen one that said parasites on the brain. Houston. I'm in Houston all the time. We just opened up a clinic in Houston. We dropping the commercial tomorrow. But I'm gonna answer this last question. Parasites on the brain, to kill parasites, just a simple thing. You can use clove powder, wormwood powder, clove powder. Use cinnamon powder or cinnamon bark to draw them out because they love cinnamon. Wormwood powder and clove powder and Cascar Sagrada. These are very, very good for getting rid of, and make sure you do greater wormwood. They're very, very good for getting rid of your parasites. You have to cleanse the gut, and you're going to have to cleanse the lymphatic system, which is the lymphatic system of the brain. But if you stop feeding them, they will die out anyway. Worms love fermented food. They love fermented food. They love junk food. They love anything that turns to acid and that breaks down into sugar, complex sugars that can't break down in the body, that creates a bunch of yeast and fermentation. So get off of all of the different types of isolated cane sugar. Get off of high fructose corn syrup. Get off of any type of processed sugars and things like that, and definitely stop fermenting like things like wine and liquor, because they love that type of stuff. And use those things I said, or you can get the parasite elimination kit from off of my website, and that's what we do. And we get rid of worms out. I got thousands of pictures of worms coming out of people, thousands. I need to start showing this stuff. It's crazy. And then again, our geogenetics specialize in removing worms. We always have to deworm people, especially with people with herpes, because herpes is nothing but a microscopic worm. 4,000 of them. It lays 4,000 eggs every 48 hours, which is crazy as hell when you think about it. With that being said, let me know where y'all from, man. Show me y'all cities where y'all from. Let me give y'all some shout outs and I'm gonna get out of here. Where y'all from? And I'm gonna try to go live again sometime next week. I'm trying to get this book done for y'all. So I did promise once a week that I'll go live. I'm trying to stick to that promise. Where y'all from, family? Let me know where you're from. Who we got in the building? Who we got in the building up in this deal? Man, this thing is catching up slow. Do I got any lagging up in this deal? Shouts out to St. Louis, STL in the building. Shouts out to Pittsburgh. Shouts out to Michigan. I'm gonna be in Michigan next month. Shouts out to the VA. Shouts out to Texas. I love Texas, especially Houston. We got a whole clinic out there now. Shouts out to Chi-Town. Shouts out to Jackson, Michigan. Shouts out to Ohio. Shouts out to my brother Bobby Smith. He out there in Ohio. Shouts out to Cleveland. Shouts out to STL. Shouts out to Colorado. I promise STL. I know. I'm out. We gonna do something here. We gonna do something. I promise you it. Shouts out to Denver. Shouts out to Columbia. All right, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania in the building. Shouts out to Virginia again. Miami in the building. That's my second home. Shouts out to Atlanta. Atlanta love me so much. Shouts out to London. London in the building. I got some good friends from London. Shouts out to Georgia, period. Shouts out to all of y'all. I love y'all. Please prepare for what's to come. The biological weapons have been released. They're on the way. Restrictions are coming. Lockdowns are coming. Masks are coming back. Cleanse your lungs. Cleanse your respiratory system. Go on the 21-day fast. Eat the right foods. Drink the right things. Be around people that truly love you, and prep. Grow your own food if you can. Quit trusting these people to teach your children. Quit trusting these people to feed your children. Quit trusting these people to teach your children on how to love. Look, you install in your children what you need to install in your children. It's time to tribe up, family. I love y'all. Peace, love, light, and healing. Peace to the gods. Peace to the earth. Peace. Make sure y'all like this. Make sure y'all comment. And make sure y'all share. Put this shit in the algorithm. That way they share it everywhere. All right? Like, comment, and share, y'all. Peace. Love y'all.